passing everybody through here, and I didn't know if that was the line to get in still or not, but you guys look like you have
I don't even know.
Ops movie. It's going to be probably released in October, at least the first part of it. Of course, you know, I still fight and all that stuff, but no fights planned as of yet. And of course, I got my, you know, karate school, the clothing company, but the biggest thing is we're doing a superhero beatdown. We have the White Ranger versus Scorpion, and we are now filming the Green Ranger superhero beatdown. That's pretty much, I think, even possibly Saban might be involved on that. So it's going to be a approval stamp approved superhero beatdown that all the fans can like. And when I do something when it regards Power Rangers, I like YouTube video. When someone says something outside, I like this. You yell at someone, someone's like, "Hey man, you mother." Hey, she knows how to stop me with the camera though. Like I'll be all silly, she'll be like this, and then I'll stop. All she gotta do is be like, "Jason, I'm gonna film out there." Yeah. No, yeah, it's the truth. I can't lie. They know, but I can't tell. I can't. Yeah. Hey, Steve, we can roll some stuff on here that's close to the top for the show. Steve's the cameraman, and I'm more for life back there, so when you see him, just, you know, we don't have to get all crazy, but we'll just do a couple of shots. Well, since the White Ranger, you know, beatdown, White Ranger beatdown versus Scorpion, the White Ranger's really starting to grow on me a little bit more. The only issue is if I can't wear my hair white on tour, because I'm gonna look old, you know? So that's why I painted green. But, I mean, obviously the least favorite one is Turbo, just because I didn't complete that, you know, series by choice. And most favorite was green. I remember it a lot. But also the White Ranger now, though, too. I would play the White Ranger more than I played on the Green Ranger. So the White Light episode was the biggest ratings of all time on Power Rangers history. Was who was the White Ranger? Who is the White Ranger? And I had to be like, yes, I know this. The White Ranger I definitely like. If you would put him in order, I'd probably put him in order of the green, which I never, no one's asked me to put him in order, but I'd say green, white, Dino Thunder Black, Zeo, and Turbo, for whatever reason. I think because I like the color black, and I don't mind red, it's just I didn't have a shield. But I did have the star, so I used to tease everybody, I used to be like, yeah man, who the star of the show is, dude? Shut up with it, like, there's a star right here on my helmet, dude, alright? I used to rile everybody up, and they used to fall for it all the time. Thank you, you can grab them.
Good afternoon, thank you for being here. My question is, what was your reaction when you was approached to do the first one here in Puerto Rico, and how this doing cons has changed your life?
My first reaction, they said, "Hey, do you want to do the Puerto Rico Comic Con?" I went, "Oh!" No, for real. They're like, "Puerto Rico, remember?" I was like, "Yeah, I want to do the Puerto Rico Comic Con. That'd be awesome. I always wanted to go to Puerto Rico." Cons have definitely switched gears in my life. I think it's affected, you know, more at home and doing our daily routines that we have. Fridays we go out, and Saturdays we make a family day, so we go to church and do all. So it's really like half my life I spend now in the last few years, 50% of it, 60% has been on tour. So it's in the airplanes. The only thing that gets me through cons is you guys, the energy. Like, I could care less, like, about the money and what we have is like, who cares? Like, I want to feed off energy. That's what my lines are, you know, you get pumped up. That's the only way for me to continue to do this stuff, because I do so many of them. I have probably 40 shows in the last, you know, several years or the last year and a half, and people always say, "How do you have so much energy? Are you on drugs?" You know, stuff like that. And I have a lot of energy because I feed off energy. So when I go to a show that's kind of like, "How you doing today?" You know, "Oh my God, how you doing today?" You know, so like, "How you doing? Good." Like I feed off the energy. But it's definitely changed my life as far as working in my schools and, you know, on our weekends, we don't have weekends. So coming here was great because we got a chance to skydive and we got a chance to hang out at the beach. But we're also filming our reality show. So for me, it's still somewhat of a bit of a work. You know, if the cameras were rolling 24/7, you'd really see how she really is, man. That's the thing. And no, she tells me that. Today she's like, oh, the cameras ought to be here. They ought to really see how you act. But anyway, my whole episode would sound like this. No, I'm just kidding. She's the one with the potty mouth. All right, so something that said potty mouth. God, it was a band name. She's the one that would drop the. Okay. I'll have to bleep her out. Beep. I scare her. Oh, beep, beep, beep. I'm like, we're filming. Can we keep it PG-13, please? So, but it's definitely changed. But I'm happy to tour and to meet all you guys. And I'm on tour next year for Who's the World. Pretty much around the whole U.S. We got like up to 29 shows next year.
Thank you.
So, thank you. Potty mouth. What? Sorry. My favorite Power Ranger?
Moment.
Oh, favorite moment? Favorite moment on Power Rangers? I would say my favorite moment of all time is just showing up the first day to set. Like, I didn't know who was who. Like, Zordon's supposed to be up there, but it's all green screen. You know, they had this really cool command center, and I was like, oh, the command center, and then it wheeled over here. Everything was on wheels. They wheeled it. Like, let's get the shot over here. Then they wheeled it, so I thought it was all sturdy. I'm like, this is awesome. Whoa! They're like, careful, that's a prop. And I'm like, what? So everything didn't work and stuff. It just looked like Hollywood props. So my first day on set was like, wow, like, this is all fake, you know? It looks so real. So, that was my favorite moment.
Good afternoon. Welcome to Puerto Rico. My name is Michelle. My question is, since the Super Power Ranger Megaforce, there's a scene there's from the first generation to the new generation. I was going to ask you if it was complicated by recording it, all the scenes from the first generation.
You mean for all the footage? And
Yeah.
We haven't, it's called ADR, Audio Digital Replacement, and we haven't done ADR yet. So we have to add all the voices and stuff. So I just got my script the other day. I don't think it's going to be too complicated. I think a lot of key eyes and and a lot of voices here and there. It looks complicated, but they did reshoot a lot of the Mega War from the American footage. You know, they used some Japanese footage, but they used a lot of American footage too. Because there's some actors that didn't want to do it, so they had to kind of adjust it around it and stuff. So it should be good. I'm interested in seeing it, so we'll see what happens. But for me, I just say their lines, so I'm Tommy 5 times. Is that me over there? Yeah. All right. Is that me over there? Do it. But, I just jump around. Thank you.
Hello, Jason.
How you doing, buddy?
Been 2 years, hasn't it, since you last came here?
Yeah, exactly. Last year I was supposed to be here, but we were filming Superman Force. That's why I couldn't make it.
And we were sad.
Understandable. You're still doing Tommy for us, and like back in our childhoods, man.
Thank you, buddy.
And this question is just a joke. You came up with the idea for the skydiving in the first scene of the Mighty Morphin movie? Because it kind of bothered me since you told us 2 years ago about doing skydiving here in Puerto Rico.
Yeah, no, that skydiving scene actually got me involved in skydiving.
No. No. Oh, sorry.
I didn't? Oh.
No, nothing. Just.
If I came up with the skydiving part? No, man. I wish I did it, but I never got a chance to do it for real in the movie because they wouldn't let me. Just in case I die.
Yes, that's true. Well, that's it.
All right, buddy. Well, no problem, man. Grab you and grab an autograph. Thank you.
Hello. Hi.
How you doing?
Okay, how are you? Well, my question is, since for most Power Ranger fans that started from the beginning, the Mighty Morphin movie was the most nostalgic, and I was wondering what was your favorite scene to make in the movie?
Favorite scene? As an actor or as like a character?
Oh.
Well, as an actor, the favorite scene was just walking downtown. We shut the whole downtown, we shut the whole downtown up, and we just walked around set. We had the whole city to ourselves, and they just had barricades everywhere, and it was just like, wow, the whole city was like, we just blocked Yeah, really knocked him out too. That was fun.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi. Well, I was wondering, curious, in the future, do you think your daughter could be a Power Ranger?
Oh yeah, I think she will. I mean, she's like, I think Jenna's, and I'm not just saying this because you know how you know when you're like, oh, that's my son or that's my daughter, and even if they're ugly, you're proud. You know what I mean? You say, oh no, I'm just saying, parents are like that. Oh, you know. So I'm just saying, as an outsider, you know, I think she could. She knows karate, she does gymnastics, she's going through some pretty intense acting classes. Like I'll joke around with her all the time, right? Give her scenes, and she'll have to like, you know, play little scenes at dinner. So I'm training her, and I think I am. But I think overall, she loves it. She's a great martial artist. She does back handsprings, back flips. Like she's like, let me see you do that, Daddy. I'm like, be quiet. So, but I definitely think.
How old is she already?
She is gonna be 10. They share the same birthday, June 16th. So they have the same birthday now. She didn't like it. Now they both hate it. They're like, no, we gotta share my birthday. It's like it puts me in the middle of everything. What'd you get me? Yes, she does. When I buy her something, it's at the point now where Jenna's like, it's nice. And I was like, you want to try it out? She's like, no. She, you know, I bought her a watch the other day, Tammy a watch, and she's like, look, check out this watch. She's like, I don't like Rolexes, I don't like them. And I'm like, well, check it out. It's really cool. She's like, no. She's all mad, and she went to her room, slammed the door, and I'm like, what's wrong with her? Today, she's like, you better bring me back something, Daddy. I just say one cake. Happy birthday, Tammy. Happy birthday, Jenna. Split it. We're done. $100 bill, $50 bucks. We're done. I'll just make them a birthday card. That means more than buying them.
Here with you guys?
No, she's mad about that too. We're shooting the show. She's like, I'm so mad. Like you guys are going Puerto Rico. But it's because of school. You know, she's got to. We have a lot of days off with her just because we're traveling and filming the show. That she got a couple letters from the school districts, and you know, and it's like I gotta, you know, pull some strings there a little bit. But we just don't want her to get in trouble with school and stuff. So we want her to stay in school, and you know, so.
Yeah, and this is a bit more personal. Would it be that hard to get into your karate academy?
No, we got a actually. I never talked about it, but I have which I should. I have a social media site that it's TrainMeJDF, pretty easy, trainmejdf.com, and it's a social media site where I'm able to reach out to everybody around the world and train. So, you know, certain people, I'm gonna have stunt classes on it, and just a bunch of stuff. So, social media is like the way to go. If you have a DVD at home and you play it in the DVD player, you know, it's the same thing. You just log on, work out, do a little workout video. We film some stuff here. Me and Steve did a little workout video here. Tammy's gonna have some fitness stuff, and I'm gonna be able to reach out to everybody. And you'll be able to actually, some classes you'll be able to see me and talk to other people in classes around the world. It's not gonna be like that's the only thing you need. Obviously, that's just something that you need to, you know, add to your arsenal of training. But it's something that I'm pretty excited about because now I'm able to do what I want to do pretty much around the world, and I can shoot from anywhere around the world and still do what I love to do. I love teaching. You know, I love teaching karate. Regardless of 1 people, 100 people, 1,000 people, doesn't matter. I just love doing it. Something I love to do. Like you guys love to go to cons. I love skydiving. I love, you know, karate, and this is stuff like I do it for a hobby. So just imagine if you got a job to travel around the cons, around the world, and get to dress up, and anything that you want to dress up and got paid at the same time, it would be like your job. That's karate for me. To do my dream job and actually make a living at it, and a good living. I got 1,000 students underneath me.
Can you show some moves here?
Yeah, I got pants on a little bit. I don't want anything to rip, but and then unleash them.
Fact and question. First fact. I also have my birthday on June 16th.
So you want a piece of her cake? Is that what you want? Crazy over here. Yeah.
What's your biggest blooper on the Morphin episodes?
Oh, the Morphin episodes?
Yeah.
Oh, do we have bloopers? stick stuff?
Probably.
Well, there's videos in YouTube.
Would you like bail? Like, do you have any?
Do we have any bloopers? You have to stay tuned and watch. Some will make the air, some won't. But lots of stuff happens. A couple more questions, right? Then we gotta get down there. Thanks. Thank you, buddy. Here, take it.
Actually, follow up about when your brother asked. How about any memorable bails on the original? Do you remember anything, any couple of oopsies you guys did with any fighting scenes or anything like that?
Oh, like accidents and
Any
stuff?
memorable, bails or whatever?
Well, the first time I started on the show, I was like fighting putties and all that stuff, and they came up to me afterwards and like, man, this ain't a real fight scene, right? It's not real. And I was like, what do you mean? I was like, I'm come from the real stuff. They're like, you're just supposed to pretend to hit us. I'm like, I'm thinking, well, that's you're supposed to hit us, right? So I had to learn Hollywood kung fu. I had to learn how to like pull my moves. I thought it was just a good catch. I thought it was just stunt guy reaction. I thought that's the job. It's like bang, boom, but stunt guys don't like that. They had to teach me Hollywood kung fu. Hollywood kung fu.
Oh.
Hey Jason, welcome back.
Thank you.
My question is if you could make any movie that doesn't have to do with Power Rangers, what kind of movie could you do? Because I can imagine you doing parkour, jumping around off buildings and stuff, but what would you like to do?
Probably, I like action, but I'll probably have to pick some kind of like drama so people can see my acting side of me, you know what I mean? Like a real dramatic movie. Not too crazy though, but something that have like action, but something that can captivate the audience too, so people can see your acting versus anyone can take punches and block. And say, hey, over there, but movie like, I don't know, movies I like are like Lethal Weapon movies are cool, like something like a Lethal Weapon.
Te llama ahora, estoy con Díaz, te Frank.
Something that has comedy,
Te llama ahora,
drama,
bye.
humor, action. I wouldn't necessarily know what movie exactly do, because, for Power Rangers, that's mostly all I know. But I could definitely do it all, it just depends on the movie itself, you know what I mean?
The One Warrior? The One Warrior.
Well, it was alright, it wasn't my favorite movie, but it was a good movie. I didn't have no choice on the ball, I was just a hired actor on the movie. So it just got released, so it's a video game-ish movie, it's cool, but not my dream movie, But, pretty much what I would do. Guys, I'm gonna, go ahead.
Talking about video games, would you do any voiceover?
Oh, I would do voiceovers all the time, yeah. I love to do voiceovers. I just don't have a voiceover acting agent. I just, I get so many other things going on right now. But yeah, for sure.
Bueno, ya eso sería todo por la sesión. Thank you all very much. Thank you guys.
Make sure stay close to our Instagram, JDFFN, and Jenna set up hers up. Tammy Frank, 1, 2, 3, 4.
1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3, 3, 3. Thank you, Jenna, for that one. Thank you, guys. It's morphin' time.
Yeah, someone did. Yeah, they did. They're probably spent the whole thing trying to get us out.